course. Yeah, I know, but you do great for how much practice you've had. You've got to practice more. You can't expect to be the best in 2 months. But it's not about your champion points. It's about how much practice you've put in. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh, that's a great idea. I'm not saying that you shouldn't make a healer. You should definitely make a healer. Healers are needed, and having a good heal, like, yeah, talk to JJ. He's a
Greetings, sir.
good healer. He can give you tips and oh yeah. Yeah, he'll be off tomorrow. Um,
We don't do
so
roads.
yeah, talk to JJ if Vespertine is on. She's an amazing healer. Uh, Templar. Templars and Wardens make the best healers, yeah. Templars are more bursty
What
though.
around for?
So you can get that amazing insta heal. You could just farm for your healing sets on your DPS too. Spell Power Cure, and I like Winter's Respite. Hollow Fang is also good. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
We don't do.
Mhm. Yeah.
What around
I don't
vaults
know,
made
yeah,
of?
but it does that sometimes with some skills. Um, yeah, so what are you doing now? Yeah. You want to go get Spell Power Cure? The Overfiend. Mm. Yep, been there. We all have. I'm not gonna do anything on this. Oh, you have to. You have no choice. Without the ball? No. Mm-hmm. It's the best in the game. The best thing in the game. What? No, it heals and it gives back resources when people pop it. It is amazing. And some tanks that you run across will kick a healer if they don't have the ball. I get a little irritated once in a while. Unless they have shards. If they have shards, I'm like, okay. So you wouldn't have shards. Yeah. See, that's the thing. That's my resources right there. You're really helping out your tank with that. Mm-hmm. I would say they're equal heals. But they do have the bugs, which heals. Yeah, but you have to aim them at the person. Something like that. I don't remember exactly. I think it's the bugs. I know there's a bursty kind of heal, but you have to aim it at the person. So it can be squirrely when your DPS is running all over the place. Yeah, but it'll one-shot people if they stack sometimes, so DPS
We
are
don't do
used
loans.
to
We're
moving
not
around.
that kind of bank. Think of us as a vault, long-term storage. Even if you were to, say,
Right.
die and return to life thousands of years later,
Uh-huh.
you could retrieve anything of yours we have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's pluses and minuses for both. For sure. Mm-hmm. Yes. Well, in some ways, yes. Not really. People always want it to be, but it never really works out. Yeah, but every time I'm in a group with a Sorc healer, I die. That's what the tank's for. Oh, crows? Yeah. I haven't met a really good healer doing a crow, but I've heard tale. Right. I loved my crow tank, but I don't know,
What are our
I
vaults
like my
made of?
DK better, so I never played it. Hmm. Worse, you want to do NCR3?
Um, well, it sounds like there isn't a group yet. That's 3 people, including me and you. Nobody responded to her yet.
Oh, I see.
You're just
Yeah.
gonna be waiting around for the group to fill for 1 hour straight. I don't want to waste an hour straight waiting. Try to enjoy yourself while you're playing the game, you know? That's my advice. Try not to think too much. Try not to think too much about what other people are telling you and what you're reading about online, because stuff doesn't coincide with current game, and a lot of people are confused, and they might tell you things, and those things aren't accurate. One thing is for sure in the game, there is always a way to do everything. There's a Sorc healer that can out-heal any Templar anybody's ever had healing them, and can save people in the group way better than they could ever, because they have a spell that acts like Breath of Life used to act, and hit people behind them and around fucking walls and shit, okay? So they have an advantage over other healers. They can do something really special if they know how to use their class right. Not if they're a damaged sorcerer and they're just pretending to be a healer. But if they're a full-on healer, they're on par with everything else. Everything in the game is actually very equal in its own way. When you're familiar with one thing, you're better at it. So if you continue to play one character, you'll become really good at it really quickly. Once you've achieved what you would find as your goal for that character, then I recommend doing something else to break up the monotony, so you have different rotation and different skills and different abilities, or even a different role, and it will make you have a completely new feeling when you're playing the game. But I wouldn't give up on any particular role or character until you've reached that point where you're sure you're good to go in all situations. Like, what I would do before I would make a healer, if I were you, is I would start taking your DPS into difficult stuff and doing some of the difficult stuff, difficult things, and get some difficult achievements with the character, and learn just how difficult the game gets. And it's not 100% based on maximizing DPS. It's more about not getting killed to something or having to do something in specific. That type of stuff will get you to be better at your character. Also, like Veteran Maelstrom, it's a solo thing, but that'll teach you how to play the game better. Veteran Maelstrom will. It'll teach you how to even PvP better. I know a lot of people who jump around and have many characters and say they do many things, but none of the characters that they have can do anything that's difficult, because they just play mediocre on all their characters, and they don't ever reach that point. You're constantly expressing how badly you want to reach a point where you're a bad motherfucker. So I would stay on your bow guy until that's exactly what is going on. And undoubtedly, everyone will know it when you're in the group. You know what I'm saying? Getting gear for a different character, though, and a different setup that you're going to do in the future, that's something you could always do anytime, because you'll have to do a dungeon and you'll have to play on that character, so you'll be learning that character while you're getting gear for the other character. Also, your champion points, you can force them to go up quicker. So if it's a real major concern of yours, at your champion level, they actually go up quite quick if you just do the farm thing. So when you have spare time and you're not playing with anybody and you're not going to any dungeons, and you're standing around, and instead of always just doing quests, or once you're finished with them,
you have any?
It's not a bad idea to take advantage of those two things. You do still have training gear, right? I don't need to hear anything about what's going on. You can just tell me to hold on. I have no business in your private life. Alright, I already heard this. I already know that. Did you, do you have Champion 160 Bobo training gear? I forget if I made it for you. So instead of asking me for the pieces and I mail them to you the next time I log on in like a PSN chat, you deleted stuff that you would use to farm CP. Yeah. So you do have training on new gear, the new replacement gear. Oh, okay. Alright, good. That counts.